Alright, hello and welcome to another video. In this video I will be restoring an old corner cabinet. I got this cabinet at an antique furniture store. The lady there said that this cabinet was too much work to be worth it to restore. So she sold it to me for $30. And now I am removing some of the damaged veneer and replacing it with some new one. What I found interesting was that there was actual oak under the oak veneer, and I wondered why that was. So at the vocational school I go to, I asked my teacher, and he said it was so that the wood moves like oak, but the veneer hides the defects like knots and stuff like that. And if you put the veneer, it looks like oak and acts like oak and keeps the cost low because you can use any part of the board. So here I am replacing some of the molding that was missing. Just carving out the moldings out of scraps. Now for gluing it in, just using some PVA glue D3 and clamping it down with some spring clamps. I'm making space for the big one. Okay, now when the veneer has done drying, I give it a quick sand. Now to sand the old finish. I didn't really see a reason to sand off all of it. I didn't want to sand accidentally through the veneer, so I'm just scuffing it up with some 240 sandpaper. Later I am going to putting on some lacquer, and this helps it stick better. Now wiping off the dust from the sanding. Right now I bought some stain, which I hoped would match the old wood. But it didn't do that. I don't know, maybe I should have picked a lot darker stain, but from the sample it looked pretty similar. So I'm just putting it on, but later on I found a better way to match the color. I think I could order some stain matching kit from the internet, but I didn't have that, so I colored it in with the marker, just a regular brown marker. It worked alright, but for the next furniture restoration I will want to look into purchasing a stain matching kit. Like you can sometimes see it being used on the Fixing Furniture YouTube channel. I'll put the link in the description if I remember. So here I found that it looks a bit too red. So I tried to match the color with some other colors. Here you can see me using a blue marker. For this piece I ended up using all the brown markers I could find in the house. It was like 4 brown markers, and one blue one was sacrificed to restore this beautiful corner cabinet. Now for the lacquering, I found that the regular lacquer was a bit too thick and left brush marks before it cured, so I thinned it out with some paint thinner. You can thin out lacquer to 2 parts lacquer, 1 part thinner, and it will still work. Here I used like 3:1 proportions. It really helped to not leave brush marks. So I'm giving it a good stir. Now putting it on, and you can already see how smooth it is. So now to reinstall the hinges, I'm wearing a respirator, not because I'm a pussy, but the lacquer makes me cough a lot, and it's really annoying. So I just put the respirator on so it's easier to work. Now I'm screwing back on the top piece, and this is the finished cabinet. I know there are 2 pieces of glass missing, but I couldn't get a replacement in time for the video. I've had this video recorded for 2 weeks and still no glass, so I will probably show you how I installed the glass in a YouTube short. Alright, thank you for watching. See you later, alligator. Bye bye, butterfly. And see you next time.